All right, well, I guess we're set here. Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage at stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net. There you can learn more about me. You can see our products. You could place an order. You could sign up to have a party, which we call a workshop. You could also join my team, okay, and take the advantage of being a demonstrator yourself. You can be just what they call a hobby demonstrator, where it's only for yourself. You don't do videos, you don't do classes. That's okay too. There's a lot of different options available for you. If there's anything I can help you with, please reach out to me and I will answer your questions and help you understand how things work. Okay. I did want to just remind everybody, today is April 22nd, no, what is the date? Wednesday, April 20th, 2022. Tomorrow, Stampin' Up! Is having free shipping on anything that you buy tomorrow only. It's a one day only. So it's also this week and next week is ends our sale, what's it called? The last chance sale, and that's for before our new annual catalog goes live. So things from the old catalog that are retiring, you can it's your last chance to get some of those things, and some of them also are at a discount. So now's the time. If you need things like cardstock and inks or some other things that are more like just everyday basic stuff, now's the time to get them, because some of those items will be increasing in price with the new catalog. The cardstock and inks are going up. Some other things are, quite a few things remain the same, but we do have some things that are going to increase in price. So you might want to take advantage of the free shipping to get some of the things that you need. Okay, so one day only, Thursday, April 21st, 2022. Okay. So this week I am looking at our paper pumpkin, and the paper pumpkin kit is called Change is Beautiful. And yesterday on my Facebook page, Stamping Around the Dining Room Table, I opened the kit. I showed how to put it together the way that they recommend. Here is the cards from that. Here's this one. They open like this, and they do have a thing that you can stamp on the back. There's this one, okay, and the same there, that one is on the back, and then there's this one, and this one is on the inside. The back is just like but they're fun, and they go together really pretty quickly. So today I'm going to show some alternatives, and hope that it might be something that you find helpful. All right, one second. Let me take a quick drink of my tea. All right. So I did do a couple before getting started here. I took, let me just get out. I wasn't thinking about this part. This is what, I'm going to bring out the different card bases that they gave us. Okay, so when you get them, they come with this folded back, okay, but this is how it opens, like this, okay, and that's that side. This one again comes like this, but you fold it up like that, and it opens this way, okay. This one, you do punch out this moon and these stars, and it opens like that. Kind of cool, huh? So, all right. So what I wanted to show you was, I made two cards. Wait, let me just show you. I made two cards out of this, okay? I took my trimmer and I cut right just to the side of this, and then I did trim those little ridges off because I just don't like how it looks. If you don't mind it, you can keep it on, okay? So with this piece, I took a piece of cardstock, And I just cut it, actually is, because this is about 5.5 by 4.25. So that's 4.25, and I put 5 3/4, and then I scored it at that 1/4 inch mark. I used some of our tearing tape. It comes in a roll like this, okay? I put it along the edge there, and then I put that on, and you can see I didn't do the best job of getting it as straight as I should have, but it's okay. And then I decided the way they had you do it, you put this over here, but I thought I wanted to do something a little different. So I used the bigger of the little flowers they gave us, a couple little flowers here. Then I took a piece of white cardstock and just stamped on it. Beautiful things take time. And on the inside, I did a couple butterflies. Okay, I did this butterfly, I stamped on white cardstock, and then I did fussy cut around it and just stuck that down. I used the bling they gave us in the middle of these two flowers and on the top part of that butterfly. Okay, and I decided I was going to wait till I give the card to know what I want to put on the inside. Okay, so there's that one. So that was using, this part of the card. So then I had these two pieces left. I cut those apart, as I mentioned, and I did trim off the little bit of a ridge from where it had been folded. And then I put it on a card base of Bermuda Bay, because Bermuda Bay is one of the colors in here, which I didn't show you that. The colors that they recommend. Okay, Balmy Blue, Bermuda Bay. I have it here. Also Basic Black, which I don't see it here right now, so I must have moved it. Evening Evergreen, Crushed Curry, Granny Apple Green, Melon Mambo, and as I said, the Basic Black, which I had that earlier. I don't have it now. So in this case, I used Evergreen, or the Bermuda Bay, and then I just glued those two down. I took one of these little cutouts that they gave, little die cuts, and I popped that up, and then on a piece of paper, a piece of cardstock, I stamped I Believe in You. And to get this, I used this punch, and I believe this is one of the punches Retiring. It's one I like a lot, but I stamped it on, that. And then what I did was, because it was like an inch, so I measured about where 1/2 inch was on each side of it, and so that I could get it, about in the middle. And then I punched on each so that I got that shape. This one, I did use this banner punch that we have, and I cut that out of each end to have it almost like a little arrow on each end. Okay, so if you have punches, you can use it. These would be things you could even cut that with scissors. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Then I put our the little the little embellishments they gave us, one on the top of that flower and one on either side of this plant, almost like it's stones. And then on the inside, I just put these butterflies and a few of those fanciful flowers, stylized flowers, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so because I cut it apart and I added some extra cardstock, I got 2 out of this. All right, now I'm going to kind of show you how I did that with this card base. Okay, and part of what I wanted was to be able to have this show on the inside. That's why I did that way. I could have just taken the whole piece and just covered the front of a piece of cardstock, the cardstock, just like this, a card base. I could do that, but I did want to kind of make use of that. So I'm going to just show you here, do kind of a similar thing here. It's going to be a little different, but just so you can get the basic. I'm going to turn it just because I can see a little better. And I cut wait, that's the front. Do it on the right, do it on the side I want. Here's where the fold is. I put that fold just to the side of the cutting line. So it comes over here, and this is nice and smooth, okay? Then I'll put that aside for right now. Now on the one I did, I had, where's my one piece here to give you? I basically, this was just a 1/4 inch longer, so I did score it a 1/4 inch, fold it over, and then glued that there. This time I want to do it a little differently. I'm going to open up this envelope and see if I'm a little bit curious as to whether I'm really going to like the inside of this. So here's how I do this. I put the bottom along the top there, and I put this over just so that it's on along the edge of that, and then I cut. And then the same on this side, because I want it to have that bottom to be flat up against there. So see, it just takes the very littlest of slivers off of that, and then I can open it. Now, I just kind of wanted to see, how does this look if I put it, I was kind of thinking this one, but that one's not going to be big enough, and those are there. So I kind of like that color, but let me see. I think I'm going to trim this down just a smidge so that I have just a little bit of that around the edge. I want to do that. Maybe not. Maybe I just want this. So I wasn't sure what color I wanted under it. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just do the white. See, I had to open it up to see if I was going to like it. I'm going to do something else with that later. So this, it's just a little bit shy of covering that whole thing. But I'm going to basically do that. Let me get my silicone mat here. Now, and you can do it with glue. I'm gonna just use one of my tape runners. Stampin' Up! Does have tape runners. I need to see if they were out of the refills, so I need to see if that's back in now. So there. So I'm gonna put that along the front here. So that one, you're not going to see the inside on this one, but that's okay, because I want to do something a little different here. So I still would play around a little bit more with those others, okay, like that. Then actually, let me try this. So I don't know how well this is going to work. But let me see. There's that. Does this come off? No. Now, it's 5 1/2. So if I do, I'm going to do 5 1/4, and then that'll get most of this off. Right? Doesn't that take that off? Kind of. 5 1/4, and now 5. See if I can, it'll take this part off. Sometimes it does. Oh no, wasn't quite enough. All right, that's okay. I'm just gonna do that. Get the very edge of this off. All right, so that now is 4 3/4. So if it's 5, it'd be 5 by 3 3/4. But it's 4 3/4, so actually it's going to have to go a little more, so I can just take that curve off there. There. I do like how that looks. So I'm going to use that. Do I want it this way, or do I want it this? I think I want it that way. Okay. Now, on here, I'm going to put a butterfly on here too. But see the birds flying in the background? There's the butterfly. Do I want him? Let me just look here what all this says. I think I may just stamp on here. And I'm not sure what I did with my, here it is. My Stampin' Pierce mat, so I have a little bit more think I'm going to leave it just like that, like the open sky. And I'm going to say, I think I'm going to do pink just like the Melon Mambo, like the birds are in Melon Mambo there. If you have other, I'm going to wipe that off because I got ink all over that, and if I don't, I'm going to end up with ink where I don't want it. Okay, I'm just going to say this. May this new season hold wonderful new experiences. Oh, I like that, actually. It's very plain, but look at that. I really like that a lot. I don't know what you think about it. And then on the inside here, I'm going to use a different color. I'm not going to use the pink. I'm going to use, actually, I don't know how this is going to look on here. I'm going to try the Bermuda Bay on there. I'm going to have this caterpillar crawling along the bottom there. Oop. And this butterfly right there flying off. And actually, they didn't give us a chrysalis. That could have been kind of neat. So I'm going to do that just like that. I'm not going to put, leave that other. I'm just going to do this just like this. And when it's time for me to give it to someone and I decide what I want to put on the inside, I will, if I don't like how it looks, because I could even, to make it stand out from this more, I could even use like black, stamp it in black. Or I could stamp it on a piece of white, and actually, I just like the way that looks. I thought about maybe adding another cloud or something. They gave us these clouds, and obviously I wouldn't want that side, but you could use the back side of it if you wanted more clouds, or we do have the cloud punch, and it's big, kind of like, now these all are flat bottom. This goes down, but you could trim it if you wanted. But if you wanted like another cloud, or here, even if you wanted to put a cloud in there and stamp your sentiment on that, there's so many things you can do. Okay, and here's that punch. That was new in our mini catalog. It's going forward into our new annual catalog, so you'll still be able to get that. Actually, this is so simple, but I really like it. I'm not even going to do anything else with it. You could do a lot more of that if you wanted, but for right now, that's all I'm doing with that. So let me see, I'll put that to the side. And, okay. So, these all together. Now for this one, I'm going to try and do this one a little bit more like I did this one to give you a better idea of that. And I was originally going to do that other more like that, but I really wanted to be able to just do what I did. So just to show you again, like I just put this just to the left of that line to get that little ridge off. See, so on here, again, it's going to be just to the side, and then same, see, I don't know how well you can see, but there's this little ridge, and you try to put it down, it doesn't sit as nicely as I would like it to, so I just take that sliver off the edge there just to get rid of that. Okay, everyone's different and everyone wants to do that, and that's fine. I could have left these together, like this is how it was, and I could have put that on the card base just like that. That would look kind of cool too. Here, not on this color, where I had a whole bunch of them here. Oh, here they are. They fell off. Well, here's a light blue one. I probably would do a different color than that, although not that there's anything wrong with that. But See if that was together, and if you wanted, you could even just trim a little bit off the top to give you a little bit of a, so I could have kept that together, but I really kind of wanted to do this. So let me see, I do have, what did I do with all those? They were all right here. I love that I'm trying to be so organized here. I did have everything. Just look for real quick. There's this color. If I wanted to put it on here, I thought I was actually thinking maybe, so there's that. So we've seen a couple colors there. I had here it is. One of the other colors in there is crushed curry. That might, ooh, they look a little different. They could be on any of these. They look just a little different on each. And then here's Granny Apple Green. It's kind of interesting too. I actually think I might do this one. This is not a color combination I ordinarily do, but just pulling out the colors that are already in this. And I did it just about like that. I think I'm going to do the yellow. Now, at home you might be saying, oh my gosh, that is not a good combination. Do not put those together. When you make your card, do it the way you want. And when I make my card, I'll do it the way I want. That's one of the beauties of card making. You make your own cards, and sometimes we see how somebody does something. Sometimes we like exactly the way they did it. Other times, like as I was saying right there, you were thinking, oh, no, that's not good. So then when you do it the way you like, because it's your card. See there. So that's kind of, I actually like that a lot. Now, they had put the caterpillar here, and then showing, it's almost like chrysalis, and then when you opened it, the butterfly was there, but I'm going to do that. And then I think I'm going to just do white on the inside here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, do one on the outside here. I can do hint, just like he was on how they suggested putting him on. I can just have, I may have just the chrysalis there. I think on the inside. Yeah. Oh, this was, well, look at this. I stamped something, may your days bloom with joy and happiness. That could go right very nicely there. Let me just see, what else do we have here? Every day is a new day. I'm so proud of who you become. Beautiful things take time. I believe in you. Okay, so let's see. And that says, may your days blossom with joy and happiness. What's the one about? Every day is a new day. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do it in black, I think. Oh, for the outside. Well, let me just think here a minute. Now, this has a little smudgy there, but guess what? This one I'm going to also put a butterfly on. And I think I'm going to do him in this color. There. I can't really notice that little smudge because it's under that butterfly. See, sometimes there's things you can do. It's not necessarily ruined. It's kind of, oh, that yellow I think really makes things kind of pop. So I'm going to stick with the crushed curry. Now, we have a lot of butterfly stamps. If you have other butterfly stamps and you want, say there was a bigger butterfly and you wanted to put it in here, go ahead, use that stamp. You don't have to just use what comes in the kit. That's one of the beauties of stamping. And you can have, if you've been getting Paper Pumpkin for a little while, you have stamps from other sets. Some of those stamp sets do have some birds in it, like this style bird. We can have some other stamp sets that have that in. So there's always ways to use items from other stamp sets or other kits. And things, I can stamp him on here, but I'm not, but see, that's going to show through. Let me just, where's some scrap paper? I have scrap paper here. Oh, and one of the things I didn't do was I could show you, I did stamp. This is Melon Mambo's, the color that they give us. Okay, there's this butterfly, there's this butterfly, there's the caterpillar. See, it's going to show through. This is some stylized flowers. I believe in you. May this new season hold wonderful new experiences. I'm so proud of who you've become. Every day is a new day. Beautiful things take time. Okay, so let me just see though on here. I know I did it in red. Just want to see if I do it in black. See, so that green's going to show through. But this maybe, let me try this. I'm going to do this, and there's my colored pencils. You could do, I didn't bring over any of my Stampin' Blends, but you could do a Stampin' Blend on him. You could, somewhere here it is, Bermuda Bay and Coastal Cabana. Let me just see if I color him in like this. And if you wanted, you could, because they're watercolored pencils, you could use your water pen or whatever they would call them these days. Like, they're like this, they put water in the bottom, and it, or you could use one of our blender pens, or if you have just a paint, if you don't have those things but you have a paintbrush, you could even with very little, just be careful, don't get it too wet, and it does smooth it out. But I want, it also sometimes makes it a little bit lighter, and I just want it like this. And then I'm, as you can see, I'm just kind of fussy cutting around here. Let me do this. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to cut off or have his antenna be there, but that doesn't, I don't think that really matters that much. You'll still know it's a caterpillar. Okay. I may find I don't like this color on there after I get done. So actually, now that I'm seeing it, I maybe would have liked it in yellow instead of the green, the Bermuda Bay, but the Bermuda Bay and the my mind there, I guess. I'm going to cut that little thing off because otherwise it's not going to look right. Like that. Yeah, I almost think I would have liked it better in the yellow. So I'm going to, what I may do is after we're done with this is I might just do another one in the crushed curry and see how I like it. Okay, so and then if you want, you can add some of the jewels on the front here. In the other, when they did it, they used it for his feet, but I'm going to put this up here. Wait, this one. Put it in a flower here, here, and here. You could do all 5 of them. There, that's what I'll do, just like that. And I was thinking I would just do, where's the, right here. So I'll just kind of try and show you too. And I'm going to do it in black. Every day is a new day. And if I see if I can get this to, wait, where's my trimmer? Because I can't cut straight to save my soul, save my life. can't save my soul, but I'm not the one who saves my soul. It's a saying, I know, but let's see here. Think about like that. Okay, now let me just see. This is about an inch and a half, so close. It's a little more maybe. Let me just see here. Make it an inch. Oh no, an inch. It's actually an inch and a quarter. I just have to leave it. So I'm just eyeballing about where half is on here, just to kind of show you how I did it in here. And I'm going to use and pay attention to what time I started here. So I'm probably going way over, but I do want to show you one other thing. So you put this in here. Oh, that's a little tighter than I realized it was going to be. So let me try it this way instead. If I'd realized that, I could have, come on, do it this way. I was going to try and show you that other way, but that's all right. We can do it this way. That'll look a little different, but come on. Oh my goodness. This is not working with me. Because I suddenly trying to hurry, and so I'm not taking up on. All right, I don't think that's over quite right there. That's, actually, instead of that one, do I have a bigger one here? A bigger, I think I do, but I can't get a hold of it. Here, let me do this one. Here's a really big, well, not really big, but big compared to what I needed. I find that using these is really a help there. So this is really not going to turn out the way I was hoping, but all right, I'm just going to do it this way anyway. What I stamped on here is a little bit bigger stamp. I'll see the day's not showing, but that's how I did the other. So I'm going to have to do something different. But for right now, or maybe yeah, I don't like that. So I'll play with that later, and I will, I'll put there'll be a still shot on of the card, so I will have it all fixed for you, because I want to show you the next card, and I don't want to take all night here for you. So the other card was, I just had it here a few minutes ago before I started playing with this. Did I put it over here? I did. Okay, I'm going to do something different with this. I'm going to cut this card apart here, because everything falls down at my feet. All right, I'm going to cut that just to the edge side there. There. And I wanted to show you, so I thought, what can I do different with this? And I thought, if I put this, cut that, put it on the Balmy blue, and actually, let me just, another smidge off there. Put this on the Balmy blue. Just going to have just a smidge of the blue showing all the way around. So the stars, stars can be all sorts of different colors. I don't know how often they might look a little bit bluish, but I wanted them to look a little bluish, so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this, but I want the moon to look blue, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for the moon. The part that we poked out, I'm going to take that. Oop. I'm going to put some glue on the black side of it. And Oop, wait a minute. And there. And for this star, you can either use, those yellow ones I gave you, just turn it over, or one of the bigger black ones you poked out, flip it over. It's white on the other side. So that's what I'm going to do for this. I'm going to grab, just to save some time, I'm going to grab one of the mini dimensionals here. They gave you regular size dimensionals, but you can trim off the little pieces on the edge to get smaller pieces. Oh, and then I put it on the wrong side, darn it. Not paying attention because I'm talking there, like that. And then they had you put, that came off of something else, but there's 3 of these. Where's my, right here. Like in the shooting star here. I had to put it like along its trail. Here, wait, it's one there, one there, one there. I thought that's kind of cool. And then, whether you want to make your own tag or use the back, because you probably don't want the red showing, this could go down here. If you wanted to have clouds in front of them, you could. They did have these clouds to go there. You could do that. You could put a little bit of blue on them. I'm just going to do it like this, I think. And what did I want to say on this? Let me just think. Is that going to fit on there? Let me see. I believe in you. And I'm going to do the black again, I think. Nope. No, I don't know what I did with my, hopefully this is going to all just fit on there. Actually, now that I did that, just thinking I could have put it to the side more. And I'm going to trim this down just, it feels too long now. So I'm going to just trim this right here. And then I'm going to cut right here. And then I'm just going to cut this there. Like that. No, I don't have that quite right, I think. But anyway. There we go, maybe. There. And put that right there. And I'm going to put that flat because I think if I pop it up, it's not going to look right. There. I believe in you. So that's something just a little different. The other thing I thought too was, I'm not going to take the time to do it now, but just similar to how I did this, trim that a little more. Could put that, have that be the front. And then you can, if you wanted to use these clouds, but you didn't want the gray, just turn them over. Just have it be the white clouds. Okay? Or, as I said, you could use the bigger punch. Oh, now I just got black all over it from my fingers. But use the bigger punch and you could put that, wherever you wanted. Okay? So, let me close these up before I get a bigger mess here. So there are some alternatives. Really, the sky's the limit. If you want to cut apart, like I did on the envelope, you want to cut these cards apart, and you can get at least 2 cards out of each of these by cutting them apart. Okay, because like this one, as I said, I didn't take the time to do it, but I could have done this. This would have been 2 cards. This was 2 cards. And this was 2 cards. So, right there, you can double the amount of cards. And you can buy extra envelopes. Just plain white envelopes. They don't have to be fancy envelopes. They don't have to be colored envelopes. But you can make the envelopes fancy by just by stamping on them on the outside a little bit, just to kind of tie it in with your card. So you could put a caterpillar, a butterfly, whatever you want on the outside of your envelope. I didn't do that today. I did do some yesterday. Like there's one, just added the, maybe I did do that today anyway, but that's one way to make them fancy. You could like say if you were using this and you had some left over, this could even go on the edge of a white envelope to fancy it up. Okay, so if you were using part of it for your card, like I did with in here, like I used part of it for the card in here, but you could use the other part to cut to on the edge of your envelope, of a plain white envelope. You add that. I'm just going to set this guy here. As I said, I think I'm going to maybe make him yellow. Okay, and here would have been, even though I didn't finish it, that would be that card. That was this one. Let's see, this is this. This is this, and that is that. Okay, but it would have been like this. Okay, so just to kind of show you. So 3 card bases, 6 card, just by adding an extra cardstock. Because even on this one, if you didn't want to cut, well, where is it? The one, if you didn't want to cut apart the envelope like I did, so then you just you could be another piece of cardstock on the inside. You don't have to, or just plain white, and stamp your sentiment. Okay, so okay, comments are always welcome. Especially, we just try to be kind to each other in our comments. Okay, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would become a subscriber. And if there's that bell, if you hit that every time a new one comes on, then you get notified. Okay, so hope this gives you some ideas of things you can do with your paper pumpkin kit. And until we meet again, everyone, happy crafting. Bye-bye.